Hey everyone, so this is, of course, a book that I read yesterday, because I make videos on the next day. But I would say this book was close to being a good book. I could tell you that this book was very close to being a good book, and this is like just a strictly practical book. There's also some theoretical stuff in it, but it's mostly a practical book. So, and I like practical books because you can actually use the advice they're given. So let's start off by using some of the advice, or I'll tell you some of the advice so you could use them too. And I'm not going to go specific order with how the book went. I'm just going to go with what I remember. So, firstly, I know your fears and challenge them. But challenge them to the point where you get over them, but you don't want to go to the next level already, because that breaks it. It's anticlimactic to go through things at once. Basically, you can have the fun of going through it all. And going through your fears is wonderful because, you going through your fears. It's like you're living fully stimulated. And that's basically when you're at your happiest, with new experiences. So that's definitely a quality tip. Definitely a quality tip. And next we're gonna talk about next we're gonna talk about another way, like with your goals or whatever, with your career, with your life in general. When you feel tired of something, like you feel like it's just a bother at this point, then at least David said it, that you have completed it. Like you have completed your purpose with that. And honestly, I don't know how to feel about that one because it's like it's a good like theory. I should say, but at the same time, it's like no, my ventral striatum just got it's just not stimulating to me anymore. That's pretty much it. So it's not necessarily that you've completed your purpose with it, but more that your brain just got bored of it because there's nothing new with it. So I mean, if we live by it, I feel like nothing bad will happen. But it's basically your brain just getting bored of it. So hey, maybe it's time to move on if you get bored of it though. We could say that for sure. And the next thing that they talked about, I'm just gonna stop talking about like the tips, but because it was like broken into different parts. The next part that they talked about was kind of feminine nature and as a whole, and basically to find out what do you want in a person slash in a relationship. And this is like for you for you to think about. And it helped me open my eyes to really what I wanted. So this is so that section was definitely a good one. And there's like other ones too, like wow, women are they just basically are just feeling like that they're pretty much not rational at all, which is cool. I think it's cool. I think it's phenomenal. But that's beside the point. And I'll say I would say we could leave it here, but I want to answer some more questions of it. So we could just go with number 4 if you remember my format I used to use, and it is what of it. So what's the meaning of this book? And easily, the meaning of this book is find a way to grow. Now you could find that way through anything. That's a wonderful thing. You can grow through anything. So it's definitely I would say a very I almost want to say it's a good book because it was a good book, but the good book is reserved for specific type of books, but this was definitely a well written one, and this was The Way of the Superior Man.